Okay, first and foremost, I'm Joshua Johnson, Sergeant with Fort Worth Police Department, currently assigned to Chief Noakes. I am here today to give you just a brief rundown of how this press conference is going to go. In a moment, you're going to hear from Police Chief Noakes. Chief Noakes is going to provide you with an update in regards to the incidents today. After Chief Noakes, you will hear from a family representative from the family of Sergeant Randolph. That individual will not answer questions. Please do not ask them questions. Are we all in agreement? Okay. After that individual is done speaking on behalf of the family to educate and inform us of the great man that he was, I will then bring Chief Noakes back up here to answer questions in regards to the incident today. Remember, this is preliminary. This is ongoing. So some questions still cannot be answered, but we will try to give you as much factual information as we can. Chief Noakes?
Thank you, Sergeant. So as you know already, early this morning there was an accident on Interstate 35 in the southbound lanes near Sycamore School Road. We had a number of officers out working the scene because the 18-wheeler that crashed also caught on fire and spilled fuel, creating a very dangerous situation. Officers were out there for hours working the scene, and about 3 hours into this scene being worked, 25-year-old Ajale Evans, driving a 2020 Nissan Versa, drove the wrong way on the exit ramp, the ramp that should take you from 35 southbound onto Sycamore School Road. She drove the wrong way on that ramp onto the freeway, and that's where she struck Sergeant Billy Randolph. After she struck him, she continued driving, trying to flee. After about a quarter mile or so, she finally stopped, but then got out and tried to flee on foot, running from the scene. 4 police officers on scene were able to take her into custody. She was arrested. She was transported to speak with our major case detectives. Because of the on-scene investigation, we believe that she was a sample of her blood. We hope to have the results of that blood in the coming days. She was transported to the Tarrant County Jail to be booked for intoxication manslaughter against a peace officer. Her bond has been set at $750,000. I don't know how many more times we have to say it. There is no excuse for drinking and driving. It is too easy to make plans beforehand or just use ride service. But Ms. Evans made a decision. And her decision was to get behind the wheel drunk. And because she did that, we lost one of our friends, Sergeant Billy Randolph. Trauma every day. We often see death and tragedy. But the officers out there today saw it from one of their own. And they tried feverishly to get him in a car, a patrol Tahoe, and rushed him to the hospital, where our friends at JPS did everything they possibly could. And they were so kind to us while we were there. But unfortunately, their efforts weren't enough. And Sergeant Billy Randolph passed away. We have a lot of hard days in policing, but none are as hard as this. Sergeant Billy Randolph was and is a member of the Fort Worth PD family. He's a brother to us. And speaking of family, his family is here today. Dozens of loved ones are here today to honor him. And we actually have a representative from the family who would like to come up and give a few words. Sir?
It's going to be Robert Mitchell, R-O-B-E-R-T-M-I-T-C-H-E-L-L. Thank you, sir.
Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Mitchell, and I'm here to address y'all on Billy Randolph's family. His wife, Lisa, daughter, Kayla, son, Garrett, who preceded him in death, his parents, Billy and Naomi, and Janet and Bobby, his brothers, Jim and Matt. Today we lost a good man. We lost Billy, a faithful husband, father, grandfather, brother, son, and a good friend of many of us. Billy dedicated his life to his country and his community. He served 4 years in the United States Air Force. He served almost 30 years with the Fort Worth Police Department. He actually planned on retiring in a couple of years. He has been committed to serving his community, and he has done so for 3 decades in an honorable manner. We are really grateful to all the love and the support that family, friends, and the department have shown. Thank y'all for this. The service for Billy is currently being planned. We will release the information when it becomes available. Until then, we simply ask that you show respect for the family and allow them time to grieve during this process. Please keep the family in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you.
Our services this Wednesday, August 14th at 7:30 p.m. We will have a candlelight vigil here. That would have been Billy's birthday. That is just the first step in how we will honor Sergeant Billy Randolph, and we wanted to bring a photo of him today. Those of us who know him know him. But for anyone who doesn't, we don't want this to just be a name or maybe see it as a statistic. This is Billy, and he was killed today by a drunk driver. Try to answer any questions if you have any.
Chief, the vehicle that this woman was driving, I spoke to an officer earlier today, possibly stolen vehicle. Can you address that?
We're trying to confirm the details. There was something said about her possession of that vehicle may not have been voluntary on the part of the owner. Whether it was stolen or loaned and not returned, we don't know, but that will be part of our investigation. We'd be happy to release that information once we confirm that.
Does this suspect have any other background with Fort Worth PD?
I've not yet looked to see if we have a history of contact with her, but again, that will be part of the investigation. I believe the detectives have already done so. I just have not received an update.
You know if she's cooperating with detectives at this time?
I know that she was brought in for an interview. I don't have details of how that interview went yet. Just happened.
If I've been told by the officer that Sergeant Randolph didn't have to be out there, but he was the type of sergeant that wanted to deal with other work. Can you speak to that?
That's a great question, Scoop. He didn't even have to be here, period. He could have retired years ago, but he loved his job. He loved his team. And he was the kind of leader who would never ask anyone to do anything that he was not willing to do himself. And he didn't just say it, he showed it. He didn't have to be there on the freeway. His team could have been handling that. He could have been leading from the sideline, but he was in the game, just like his team, because there was no way he was going to have them out there working that scene unless he was out there doing the job with them. That's what he did every day.
Is it known where the driver was coming from or going to at this point?
No, those details are not clear at this point. All that we're clear on is where she entered and the fact that she was driving the wrong way.
Do you have a timeline for that toxicology report?
We're hoping to get it in the coming days. We're hoping to fast track that, but it usually takes at least 24 to 48 hours. It may take a little longer.
When we talk about the sergeant's shift, was he at the tail end of his shift? Was he just coming in? Was it overnight?
He works midnights. That was his shift. Again, he's been here so long, he could have had any shift with any days off. He wanted to work midnights. He wanted to be out there and work in the middle of the night with his team to do real police work. He was about to end his shift. He was about to end his shift.
You're faced now with an almost impossible situation of just continuing, because that's the nature of the work that you do. How do these men and women continue?
That is an excellent question. I ask myself that every day with what officers face day in, day out, night in, night out. How do they keep doing it? Why do they keep coming? I've said before, officers don't necessarily face a life or death situation every single day, but they come to work every single day knowing that might be the day. Yet they keep showing up for work. They keep doing the job like true professionals. And it's a heart for service. They want to get back to the community. They don't want to just sit back and complain about the way the world is. They want to do something about it. They want to be that person who is there for someone on the worst day of their lives. And Billy was a great example of that. We will get through this. We will be able to smile again and remember the good memories and laugh. It's going to be hard, but we're going to do it together. None of us can carry this alone, but we'll be carrying this as a family here for the immediate. We're going to make sure we're providing every resource and type of support we can so that everyone comes out of this okay on the backside.
Chief, just can you speak on the fact that this family has faced one of the worst days of their life, yet they're here with y'all, and I'm sure that speaks to the relationship between the department and this family.
This family's incredible. Absolutely incredible. First of all, the son you raised, mom and dad, incredible man. All those you have here to support you today is a testament to that. And what I would like all of you to know is we didn't ask them or pressure them to be here today. They wanted to be here today. They wanted to be here for the update, and they wanted to be here to honor Sergeant Billy Randolph. This is an incredible family.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll end it right there. If you would please give us a moment to allow the family to be able to leave without being disturbed. For any follow-up questions or anything, please reach out to our police media, and we will also provide updates on our social media platforms. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
And then for our Spanish media partners, we'll have a Spanish officer here.